Yeah, I was flying from California to Australia, and they had a movie on there. I don't know how the airlines happened to get this thing called A Gift of Life, and it was about a boy who donated a kidney to his mother or his grandmother.
I was hoping we wouldn't match, and that would be the end of this nonsense. But I just won't do it.
After all this? You gotta do it!
No, Daniel.
Please don't die, Grandma! Don't die!
This was just the in-flight movie.
Yeah, just an in-flight movie, but it was pretty powerful, very moving, and I just thought, well, my goodness, is that all it takes, you know, just somebody can give a kidney.
Dave emailed his group, who've renounced their possessions and live in camper vans in India, America, Australia and London. He said he was going to donate his kidney to a stranger, and if anyone else wanted to, they should let him know. Almost all of them have decided to donate their kidneys to strangers too. It's February 2002, and two Jesus Christians, Robin and Casey, are going to donate their kidneys to strangers in 2 days' time. Back in England, Dave told me about a woman called Anita Foster. She's trying to expose Dave in the British media as an evil and dangerous cult leader. The strange thing is, Anita Foster doesn't exist. Anita Foster is Dave.
Yeah, there's this fictitious woman called Anita Foster who's been sending a few emails to various people in preparation for this, yeah. She's posing as a mother of a member that doesn't exist.
Dave, writing under the pseudonym Anita Foster, has been emailing anti-cult groups implying that Dave has been coercing his members into selling their body parts on the black market. Dave hopes the tabloids will go into a frenzy, and then I'll come along and make the tabloids look stupid by writing a newspaper article which reveals the true story of the Jesus Christians' remarkable philanthropy.
Shortly before the surgery, just waiting for her to answer. Very good. So this is Casey, half an hour after the surgery.
It's 2 days after Robin and Casey's operations. They're leaving hospital to recuperate at a friend's house nearby.
I was just kind of feeling a bit depressed and feeling like, almost like regretting, like having given the kidney, you know.
Casey was a little upset that I'd written about his brief regrets after the operation. He said it was like accusing a woman in labour of regretting that she got pregnant. But he wasn't as angry as Dave. It was Anita Foster's fault. Dave thought I should never have mentioned her. Dave sent me a video message.
You brought this Anita Foster thing in as though this was the big issue. How was it you put it? I was trying through some Machiavellian plot to control the media.
A few weeks later, I got an email from a woman called Liesel. She wrote that her daughter and grandchildren had joined Dave McKay's cult. She said she feared for their lives. When I got this email, I thought Liesel didn't exist. I thought it was Dave testing me. In fact, I only knew for sure that it wasn't a trap when Liesel came through the revolving doors of this hotel in Chicago.
Hi.
Very nice to meet you.
Liesel ran a restaurant in Florida with her daughter Annette. One day, she says, Annette just vanished with her children after meeting a Jesus Christian called Paul.
She took a Greyhound bus with a post office box as the only address. She just vanished one day. And she came, and I was so distressed. On that day, I couldn't even say goodbye to her. I was totally choked up.
Liesel flew to Dallas to try and find her family. She hired a private detective and tracked them down to this house. But when she got there, no one answered. She believes Dave was keeping her family away from her.
And when I got back from Dallas, I had an email on my machine which said, "Hi, Megan, I'm so sorry that I missed you while you were in Dallas. How are things at the restaurant? It's been quite some time since I heard from you. Dave McKay for Jesus Christians." It's very spooky. I was totally freaked out when I got this because then I knew that he knew I was in Dallas and he wouldn't let me see my children.
He's now going into a sort of dangerous area where he's asking his people essentially to mutilate themselves.
And if he believes that this is the expression of Christianity, then he's got it wrong. I think he's getting older and he's getting desperate that the world's not hearing him. And it just makes him look really, in some ways, pathetic.